All right, number 78 is down for the year. Big boar right here, stinky old boar. What we have now in South Carolina is deer hunters have their setups. They got these food plots in these pines on their leases. They have feeders out for deer, and these hogs are moving in, tearing up their stuff. So what they do is they give me access to their cameras. I'm gonna come in and do the night shift. So had an event, my mother's in town, so I had an event I was at, and about 9 o'clock, 9:30, this boar was coming in, and he's been very consistent on this food plot here. And one of the hunters said he was gonna come down and get him. So I said I wasn't gonna be down until about 11, 12 o'clock at the earliest. I would take the night shift. So I get a hold of him later. He did not get out here because the hog was in and out and it didn't stay consistent. So what I did is I drove down here. I have a brand new weapon. I was gonna put my Armacite collector on. I got a 300 blackout, nice short barrel that's gonna work well with this thing for stalking in the pines, stalking these small food plots. And I was gonna mount that on that 300 blackout, which I'm still gonna do. But I drove down and I was getting ready to sight in that unit. I was gonna move it to that new weapon, and I got a hit on the trail camera. Immediately turned over here. Now, I've never been on this food plot before, but the owner told me how to get here. So they told me to trail through the pine. It's a longer walk than I thought it would be, but I snuck around and I kept coming on the trail. He kept telling me bear left, and I finally came and I seen the stand. And as I was sneaking in on the stand, I didn't see the feeder or the hog at the feeder, but they have a really good setup. You're up on top of the hill and you're coming in on an angle, and you really can't see down into this food plot until you get up into that blind. But I was able to come around the corner. I'm using this as a scanner. That's at 640 collector from Armacite. I got it on a handle. I got an auxiliary battery on the side here. So I use this as my scanner right now, but I'm gonna mount it on that weapon. I got a little bit of footage of this. You're gonna see the back of that hog, and he put his nose up every once in a while. But the wind is perfect. It's coming from you to me, but I was up on top of the hill. I actually tried to climb up the ladder to get a shot on, but what I did is I leaned right against the post of the it ain't even a tripod. It's bigger than a tripod, almost like a redneck blind. The supports that go up. I leaned on the side of that, and I was able to wait for this hog to clear that feeder, and bam, I dropped this nice big boar here, stinky old boar. I moved him over here to this tree because there's other hogs coming in here. I think I can leave, go in the vehicle. I'm gonna go in the vehicle, catch some sleep. I'm gonna keep my phone beside me. If I get any buzzes or any notifications, I'm gonna go after some of those other hogs. Then I'm gonna deer hunt in the morning. But this is how we're doing it now. We're after those coyotes in the fields. They're very active now. The young coyotes are out. But then when I get the hit on the trail cameras that all these landowners have out, all the farmers have out, I have out. I got out 10 of my own for deer, but then I got probably 25 on this property for hogs. So you got a piece of property, maybe you got some hog problems on there. You can shoot the hogs all you want, but if it's 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning and you got hogs coming, you don't want to be out here. I'm your guy. I'll come out here. I'll sit in this stand 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. I'll sit in my vehicle, and I'll wait until I get that notification, and I'll be out here, man. I'll sleep out there, hear that ding, get them hogs, and I'll come out and get them. So we're on a roll here. October, I think it's probably about the 14th of October, and I'm at 78 kills for the year, on our way to another 100. Stay tuned, another 100. Stay tuned. We got a lot more coming for you. Deer season's coming up. We got some nice bucks we're chasing, and we're going to have some footage for you. Much more here in 2024.
With a piece in my hand and bloodshot eyes, I walked to the water for a last goodbye. He begged so much, it clouded my mind. One thing's clear, the man's gotta die. Might makes right, so he said, when he held all the keys over our head. I lived in that grip, but now he'll learn at the end with the tables turned.